The 1960s, often referred to as the 60s, was a significant decade that witnessed numerous cultural, social, and political changes worldwide. Here are some key highlights and events from that era. Civil rights movement. The 1960s marked a crucial period for the civil rights movement in the United States. Activists, including Martin Luther King Jr., fought for racial equality, desegregation, and voting rights for African Americans. Space race. The United States and the Soviet Union engaged in a competitive race to explore space. The decade saw milestones like the first human in space, Yuri Gagarin, 1961, and the Apollo 11 moon landing, Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin, 1969. Vietnam War. The Vietnam War dominated much of the 1960s. It was a conflict between North Vietnam, supported by the Soviet Union and China, and South Vietnam, backed by the United States. This war resulted in significant protests and anti-war movements globally. Counterculture and hippie movement. The 60s witnessed the emergence of counterculture and the hippie movement, characterized by nonconformity, anti-establishment sentiments, experimentation with drugs like LSD, and a focus on peace and love. Cultural Revolution and student protests. In China, Chairman Mao Zedong launched the Cultural Revolution in 1966, which led to significant social and political upheavals. Student protests and unrest became widespread during this period. British invasion and rock and roll. The Beatles, along with other British bands like the Rolling Stones and The Who, gained immense popularity in the United States, sparking the British invasion and revolutionizing the music scene. Women's liberation movement. The feminist movement gained momentum in the 60s, advocating for equal rights for women. The introduction of birth control pills and the publication of Betty Friedan's book The Feminine Mystique were influential in challenging gender norms. Assassinations. The 1960s saw the assassinations of several prominent figures. President John F. Kennedy was assassinated in 1963, followed by civil rights leader Martin Luther King Jr. in 1968 and Senator Robert F. Kennedy, brother of JFK, later that same year. Technological advancements. The 60s witnessed advancements in technology, such as the development of the integrated circuit, leading to the modern computer chip, and the introduction of the first video games. Woodstock Festival. In 1969, the iconic Woodstock Festival took place in upstate New York, symbolizing the counterculture movement and featuring performances from legendary musicians of the era. These are just a few notable events and cultural shifts that occurred during the 1960s. The decade continues to be influential and is remembered as a time of significant change and social transformation.